Well, hey everyone, it's Scott with New Portrait Biz, and what I want to do today is kind of go through why you really do need a website or a blog in any business, whether it's a photography business or whether it's a gardening business. All right, a website nowadays is kind of like an extension of your business. And I mean, let's face it, I mean, an online business could be only a website. But if you have physical products or services like we do in the photography business, a website is a great place, or a blog is a great place to have all of your products and services there, a lot of details about your business. You could have yourself on there as well. There's so many benefits to it, and that's probably one of the first things that I would do if I was to start up again fresh. All right, number one, I would get my business name, and then number two, I would go ahead and try to secure that domain name. And I will go into each step of this process in these videos as I move forward. But I really just kind of wanted to kind of outline the framework here for you, and to show you, kind of on a mind map here, to show you exactly how this can benefit you, and how really this is going to be your central hub to your business. And your portfolios and all of your information that you're going to put on there, and your communications, everything should go back to your website or blog. And I call it a website or blog because really it's a blog. I look at it as a blog, and what I'm going to be showing you in future videos is how to actually set this up. But it looks like a website. It is a website. I mean, a website is just, basically static web pages. A blog you can actually comment on, and that's really the only big difference there. And it's actually a huge difference because we want to be able to comment just like Facebook and all of these other things, because we want to show that social proof element, and we'll get into that in future videos as well. But right here, I just wanted to kind of open this up here. Online traffic. A lot of people don't think of online as a place where they're going to get business. I know that Groupons and all that stuff is a big thing right now, but honestly, they're targeting local businesses, right? So there's a way that you can get in front of people that are in your local area by using online traffic. All right, I just wanted to kind of open this up here just so you can kind of see that there's a ton of places here. Now, Google is, it's the biggest out there for search engines, but people think of Google. How are people going to find me in Google? Well, there's a lot of different ways. And one way is people are going to search for their local area for a photographer, for instance. All right, so if I was going to go look for a wedding photographer, I'm not just going to type in wedding photographer in Google. I'm going to type in wedding photographer in Albany, New York, or in Rotterdam, New York, or whatever your hometown is, or your city. That's what people are usually going to do. I mean, it's normal. But there's a ton of different ways to find out what people are searching for in your area, and then you can target that and then create your blog around that. Now, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here, but I just wanted to outline this, that Google is a huge source of traffic for local businesses. And, perfectly honest, Yellow Pages right now are always trying to get people to allow them to use this service or do this service for them. It's called SEO, which is search engine optimization. So you come up in the search results, and you pay them a monthly fee to have them do this for you. I'm going to show you how you can do it yourself, and you can stay there and not have to pay a monthly fee. But Google search is huge, and it's something that we're definitely going to be looking at. Yahoo, MSN, and Bing, they're the other three top dogs. Again, they have a lot of traffic, not as much as Google, but they have a ton of traffic, and you'll, again, be able to target your website or your blog. So this way here you can come up in the search results when people are searching locally. YouTube local search, again, the same principle. If you have a YouTube video that you put out there, now a lot of people think YouTube video, that's you on camera, which it can be. It doesn't have to be. And I'll get into that more in future lessons, because I think you should have yourself or behind the scenes tours of your photography business and stuff. But for this example, just taking a few things like keyword research and finding out what people are searching for in your area for a photography studio, and then you creating a video slideshow with that market in mind and with that keyword topic in mind, you can come up in the search engines in Google and Yahoo and YouTube for this, and it's free traffic. All right. And again, Pinterest, that's like the newest thing. That's huge right now, and Google is giving them a ton of authority when they come up in rankings. So that's something else that you could direct people over to your blog from Pinterest. Facebook is another great source of traffic. Picture tagging, that's something else I'll go into. I mean, just putting a picture on your website or blog and tagging it, basically titling it, let's say that it's a wedding picture. You might title it, wedding photography Albany.jpg. That would be searchable. Now, it might come up in the search engines, in the search traffic. So you always want to be thinking about this stuff when you're adding these things to your website and your blog. And you may not have a website or blog right now, or maybe you have one and it's just totally not working for you, or you don't even know any of this stuff. It's okay, because I'm going to basically break it down step by step, and I'm going to be posting lessons to show you exactly how this should all get put together and work the best for you. And Twitter, and obviously there's a ton of other social media places. So these are just places that you can get traffic from just from posting on your website and blog if done properly. Or just going to YouTube and Pinterest and all that stuff. But if you think about this stuff as you're posting it with a purpose, then you can start building out your website or your blog. So this way here you can get traffic from online sources without paying for it. All right. Now let's move over to offline traffic. Word of mouth, obviously. But what do I mean by that? Word of mouth means that people are going to say, hey, go over to, XYZ photography business, and then you're going to give them your website, and then they're going to come over to your website or blog, and they're going to see your services. Remember, this is the first place that people are going to go when they find you. Or if people call you on the phone, the first thing you're going to want to do is get them to go over to your website or blog, because that's going to show them your work, it's going to show them your business, and it's their first impression that they're going to get of you. So you really need to make sure that it's polished. You want to make sure that it has all the information that they need, all of the questions are answered, all of the picture ideas are there for them, resources, news that you have, upcoming specials. All of this stuff can be there. Again, you just need to get them there. Once you get them there, then the website or blog will take care of the rest, and then they'll have to call you or email you to get an appointment. Or they can enter their email address, and then you can follow up with them that way. Now, again, I'm not going to get into that in this lesson, but yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The other thing is business cards, watermarks, on your pictures. If you watermark your picture, I would make it your URL, your website address. Copyright 2012 or whatever year we're in at the time that you're listening to this, and then it would have your website. And your website would be your business name, obviously. But this way here, every single picture that goes out has your watermark on it. Car lettering. A lot of people don't do this. Letter up the back of your window. When you're sitting at a traffic light, people are going to write down your website. And then they're going to go to your website. Clients' proofs. On the back of your clients' proofs that you give out, you would have a label or a watermark going across the back with your website on there. These are all ways that you can get people over to your website and blog. But remember, we got to have a website or a blog, and we need to have a domain name, a web address that's going to be easy to remember. And all in all, once we get people here, then we can get the clients. All right. And then the clients can start to spread the word here. They can hand out business cards. They can show people their proofs, and then they're going to come over to your website or blog. And it's just going to be a constant cycle that will continue, but you have to get started by creating a website or blog. And that's what I'm going to show you in upcoming videos, is how to do this, and how to go ahead and find your domain name if it's available, what you should use, what you shouldn't use. I'll go over all of that stuff. So that's it. That's going to wrap it up. Just going to give you an overview of what we're going to be covering, but also an overview of how this whole thing can work. And I hope it's gotten you excited, and I hope you can see the power of using all of these techniques for your business, and obviously creating a website or blog, and how powerful it is. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for this lesson. Always leave me a comment below if you have any questions, or if you have any comments about this, or maybe you have any tips that you might want to share. Leave them below this video, and let us know what you think. All right, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.